Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, and just like that, delivers a horror show this week. When you turn on this program, you never know what you're going to receive. And this week, we get a lot of terrifying stuff. Whatever they thought the Stanford becoming a monk thing was. A tall man sobbing in his car and stand-up comedy. When they summoned the ghost of Skipper Johnston, what were we to anticipate? Things that were terrifying had to occur. If you can, shield your eyes. You might also choose not to and simply take an AJLT's unexpected thrill trip. You do realize that life is short, Wyatt. Aiden's kid has been portrayed by AJLT as the main barrier preventing Carrie and Aiden from living happily ever after for some time. Therefore, the timing of Wyatt's appearance is a bit unfortunate. It appears that Carrie's move out of her storied brownstone is still in the works, much to Seema's dismay. She sold the property at a steep discount to Lisette in single-woman solidarity, and things are proceeding rapidly at her Gramercy Park flat. Before Carrie actually goes, there are even plans for a Last Supper to be held there. Sincerely, it appears like there is no turning back at this point. Additionally, the state of Carrie and Aiden's relationship could not be better. He also admits to being a complete jerk in a few situations during his Sex and the City days. Folks, turn on the Princess Diaries song, miracles do happen occasionally. But just as Aiden starts to feel bad about how he treated Carrie back then, Kathy calls to tell him that Wyatt is in the hospital and that he has to get back to Virginia. Later, he updates Carrie by calling her from the hospital's parking lot. After a quarrel with his mother, Wyatt, then 14, ran away to Aiden's farm, 30 miles away, where he binge-drunk and smashed Aiden's truck into a tree, fracturing his leg and collarbone and ruining the vehicle. When he wanted his father, he wasn't there. Over it, Aiden is a total mess. Listen, it's wonderful to witness a dad who genuinely cares for his kids, a lot of it, and while Carrie makes an effort to offer sympathy and support from a distance, she is also aware that this episode might jeopardize her relationship with Aiden. There is no way a man who is sobbing so loudly and experiencing so intense remorse won't rearrange his priorities. The good news is that everyone is generally unhappy this week with the exception of Charlotte, who gets to spend the evening out with her new gallery girlfriends. If you have a soul, I suppose that may also be viewed as terrible news. But let's chat about Miranda for those of you who are here to enjoy my mess with others. In her career, Miranda is succeeding. When Rena returns, Miranda appears to have made an impact on some people they met at the Yawn. When Miranda is stepping in for her boss while she is away for maternity leave. Personally, however, I wouldn't say things are terrific. After Carrie comments on how ridiculous it is that Miranda knows absolutely nothing about Steve's new hot dogs and clam stand, bar, restaurant, whatever on the Caney Island boardwalk. And Naya calls out the fact that Miranda completely cuts out her exes once she breaks up with someone. Miranda decides to change. She'd like not to be the one to ghost other people. She most definitely does not want to treat everyone the same way that she treated Skipper Johnston. Nevertheless, let's not forget that Carrie was also friends with Skipper. Thus, in a sense, Carrie also dumped Skipper. Skipper should undoubtedly make an appearance on this show at some point. He haunts all of us. Miranda chooses to attend with Carrie in Aiden Dechi's first stand-up performance after their pilot was canceled as a result of her remorse and desire to be a better ex. She is not informed that Miranda will be attending. It's a terrible error. She literally shits all over Miranda and their relationship during his whole show. Everybody feels uncomfortable, including Aiden, Carrie, Miranda, and me. After a limited amount of time, Miranda mercifully chooses to go. Chi, who becomes agitated when she leaves, calls a stop to their performance and pursues Miranda out the door. Although you'd think that she would be used to people yelling not funny, at them on the street, when Miranda does it, people become quite upset. She attempts to explain that they are a stand-up comic. This is what they do when Miranda tries to communicate how very wounded and ashamed she is. I'm not a pro, but in my opinion, the thing a stand-up comic does is deliver jokes, and this act appears to lack those. Make it hilarious if you're going to be that nasty. Additionally, it's true that Chai was unaware that Miranda would attend, but they were aware that Carrie would. Don't you think Carrie would have a problem with that? Maybe tell Miranda yourself. Even though Chi acknowledges that such jokes are quite nasty and that Chai is a lot of things, I don't believe they've ever been unkind. Instead, Chang may be dissatisfied with continuously having to change who they are in order to appease others. The strap-on scenario. In any case, if Chang can't think of one amusing joke about their chaotic 8-month adventure with Miranda, the threesome, along with their husband, Oliver Hudson, have far more pressing issues than upsetting an ex-girlfriend. Nevertheless, she appears stronger than ever as she self-righteously departs into the night with Toby, the man they were flirting with at the animal hospital. Miranda is still upset, but after Carrie reassures her that she is still alive and significant to her, she too decides to continue going to the Last Supper. Carrie Bradshaw has no shame at all. Anyway, this Last Supper is going to be a sad catastrophe, and Steve is going to be there, so I'm already counting down the days. Speaking of fatal messes, Stanford reportedly became a monk in Kyoto after converting to Shintoism. As Carrie tells her friend about Stanford's choice and reads his letter about finding peace and giving up everything, both Carrie and Anthony are in tears. They toast to their Stanny and say good for him. It aids Anthony in realizing that, indeed, he is constrained by his ingrained habits and inflexible notions of what his place is in a homosexual partnership. To put it another way, Anthony learns that he doesn't always need to be the boss and that he should occasionally let Jizup fuck him in the process of Stanford becoming a Shinto monk. It's significant since Carrie built them Cosmos in advance. There could have been dozens of different ways to honor Willie Garson and bid farewell to this persona, but we're going with Shinto monk. If I'm being really honest, the image is what really got me. Why? Since there is no way this could be true, I do occasionally worry whether I am being duped when watching this show. If this is the case, please write me privately since it's been going on for much too long and I'm cripplingly self-conscious. And if that's not the case, I suppose we should wish Stanny a happy day, evening, and night. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.